Hello students, welcome back to my class. In the last session, in the last video we discussed about the chemical reaction and equations. In that part we discussed about the types of changes, that is chemical and physical changes, and now we are going to discuss about the second part of that chapter. Well, in yesterday class we discussed about how to write the word equations, and also I mentioned how to convert that word equation into chemical equations. So, how to convert this word equation into chemical equation? During the conversion, we are using the symbols of the elements and formulae for the compounds. That is very important. For elements we have to use the symbols, for the compounds we have to use the formulas. While writing the elements, while writing the elements, when you are using symbol, we should consider the atomicity of that element. We should consider the atomicity of that element, and secondly, the valency for the compounds. We have to consider the valency for the compounds, right? I have taken last time example, that is a 2H2 plus O2, formation of 2H2O. So, H and O are elements. So, I have written hydrogen and oxygen, and that those two are elements, hence I have written H2 plus O2, because hydrogen atomicity is 2 whereas oxygen atomicity is 2. So, that is why I have written H2 plus O2, and it is separated with arrow mark, and I have written 2H2O, that is water, which is a compound, and you know very well how to write a compound formula. That is, by first we have to write the atoms that are present in that compound in H2O, H and O. See, valency of hydrogen is 1 whereas valency of oxygen is 2. So, when you crisscross these two, what will get? H2O. So, that is why I have written H2O, right? Is it clear? Okay. Now, we will go to the next point of this one, that is the method of writing the chemical equation. I said how to write it. Along with that, we have to follow some of the steps to follow while writing the chemical equations. What are those? The first one is, in a chemical equation, the reactant and product are to be written in terms of their symbols and formulas. See, in a chemical equation, the reactant and product are written in terms of their symbols and formulae. If it is an element, you write its symbol. If it is a compound, write it in formulas. Yes. And in a chemical equation, the reactants should be always written at LHS, left hand side of the equation, and the product to be written on RHS, that is the right hand side. So, I have given an example in this slide, that is A is A plus B. So, these two considered as a reactant. So, I have written this as LHS side, and the product should be written on the right side, that is C plus D. Like this, you have to write any of the chemical reaction, we have to follow this one. Next, if two or more than two reactants are involving in chemical reaction, plus a sign to be added between each of the reactant, and same for the product side also, and same should be used product side. If one product is there, no problem. If more than one product is there, then between the products, between each product we have to put plus a sign, right? And the next point is, that is the fourth one, the reactant and product are separated by arrow mark. See, this is important. The reactant and product in a chemical equation are separated by an arrow mark. Yes, it is separated by an arrow mark, or it is also instead of using arrow mark, sometimes we use equal also. but very commonly we use the arrow mark. Very commonly in books and in textbook and all almost uses, but it is an option that we can use the equal sign also to separate these two reactant and the product, right. Next, the fifth point, the condition is required for the reaction to proceed. So, there is some conditions to required for the reaction to proceed. So, like some reactions are carried only when a temperature is supplied to the reactant, means the temperature is needed for that to carry out the chemical reaction. Somewhere by changing the pressure there is a chemical reactions carries. Sometimes to increase the rate of or the speed of the chemical reaction, we use some catalyst. By adding catalyst, it increases the speed of the chemical reaction. So, catalyst is one which increases the rate of chemical reaction called as catalyst. So, if you these condition if it is there, we have to mention these conditions on arrow mark, above the arrow mark. Pressure, if 200 pressure you are using, you have to write 200 atm atmosphere pressure, right. Or if you are using if you are supplying the heat, then you have to write a delta small size, a triangle X shape, you have to write on the arrow mark. If temperature is there, like this you have to write. If catalyst is there, which catalyst you are using, that you have to mention on the arrow mark. So, this is the fifth point or the fifth condition that we have to follow while writing the chemical equation. And the sixth one, the physical state of reactant and product to be informed by writing the state inside the bracket next to the reactant and product. So, I repeat, the physical state of the reactant and product to be informed in a chemical reaction, that should be written in the bracket next to the reactant and product. So, at the below in the sense next to the the reactant and product. If element is there, next to the element, there you have to written whether it is what in state, that you have to mention. For example, if element is in gaseous state, for example O2, after O2 you write G, small g in a bracket, that indicates the element which is involved in chemical reaction is in gaseous state. Like H2, that is same, in front of H2 you have to write in bracket G. For solids, for example Fe, which is a solid state, you have to write S in front of it, and for liquids you write for example water, which is a liquid, write in bracket L. And some are aqueous in the sense which are dissolved in water, or if the reaction carried by in water, if the reaction carried in water, in such a type of the compound, if it is formed, or compound if it is formed in the chemical reaction, that is called as aqueous solution or aqueous compound, and I have to write in the bracket aqueous, that is AQ, small letter AQ, right. So, these are all shows the physical representation of the product and also the reactant. And next is we use upward arrow mark. So, upward directed arrow mark we use to show the product is gas. If see, for example Zn plus HCl, so ZnCl2 plus H2 gas is liberates, right. So, this H2, in front of the H2, instead of writing G, you can write in bracket an upward directed arrow mark. If you show the upward directed arrow mark, so that is enough, that shows that, or that indicates that the liberated or the product is in gaseous state. Or the next is 8th point, and one more point, if precipitate is produced in the product, if precipitate is produced, that should be indicated with a downward directed arrow mark. Remember, if it is a gas is produced at the end of the chemical reaction, if gas is produced, you have to show with upward directed arrow mark, and if it is precipitate means not dissolves in water, in any of the content solution, it will not dissolve in water. Such a precipitate, if it is there, then that should be shown with a downward directed arrow mark. Yes, and the next is chemical equations should be balanced on the basis of law of conservation of mass. See, in the previous class we have written many chemical equations, but at that time we are not more following the balancing of the chemical equations, but we studied in the last year that law of conservation of mass. According to that, the mass cannot be created and cannot be destroyed, so that how much mass of a reactant is there involved in the chemical reaction, the same should be there in the product, so that we have to show LHS is equal to RHS, so that we have to write, we have to balance the equation at both the sides. We have to, by following some rules, the chemical equation should be balanced on the basis of the law of conservation of mass. And the next question is how to balance this chemical equation. This is the most important part of the chapter, and there are some ways are there.